can my business be transformed into an as a service model? I think the biggest statement that you will probably benefit from this webinar is that the as a service is actually a revenue model. It is not a service model. It's a way to make money. It's a way to generate revenue. As a matter of fact, it's a way to grow the revenue and generate new revenue streams. It is not about how you deliver the service or what you do to the market. It has nothing to do with that. What that means basically is that you can take any service, you can take any business offering, you can take any services that you deliver to your customers and actually transform that into an as a service revenue model. There are many examples in the industry today. I've picked up two to talk about just to show you how even non-conventional, non-digital, non-cloud services can actually become an as-a-service model. Again, it is important to understand that I don't have to be in the cloud business. I don't have to be in the digital services business so that I can transform my business into an as-a-service. One of the good examples today is, for example, the car insurance industry. Traditionally, every person, let's say if we pick one business, let's pick one high-end car model. Basically, you go and try to buy an insurance for that, whether you're driving that car basically 20 miles a week or basically 400 miles a week, you're paying the same insurance. That's how the model used to be. And especially after COVID, when cars are basically driven much less than they usually are, a new model has basically evolved, and using the as a service model has actually evolved recently, so that if I'm not driving my car as much, why should I pay the same insurance? Because the car is not as on the risk like the person who's driving it, hundreds of miles a month. So the model has become, okay, maybe you can pay a minimum premium of say $100 a month, basically, and then for covering the car insurance, you pay as you go. So if you put 100 miles on the car, you pay for that. If you put 1,000 miles per month on the car, then you pay for that. So that created a new flexibility for how you can deliver the service. It actually added more customers. It created a new revenue stream. It also did break the barrier of entry for those new customers that were interested in the service and were reluctant to actually buy it. Another model that started to basically introduce itself to the market to replace the standard leasing of cars that you can get from standard providers and agencies and dealership. What's happening right now is in the typical lease model, you get the car, you get it for 2 years, 3 years, whatever the period is, and you bring it and it's yours during that period and you don't change it. The new model now is, and you pay a certain monthly lease basically for that car. The new model is that, well, I wanna become a subscription customer for the same type of car. So what you do is you subscribe to the service, you use a car from a pool of cars basically that are similar to what you subscribed for, and then you use it for X number of hours or X number of miles and either pay a monthly fee for that or pay as you go for that. So now this is a new concept of as a service for something that we never thought that could be offered to the industry as a service model. So basically these are two examples that actually make you understand and make you believe that there is no business that cannot be delivered as a service. Even managed services, that traditionally was mainly accounted for human contribution or professional services, where manpower and man hours used to be delivered for certain services, is now being offered as a service. Either pay as you go, and we will discuss the different options, or basically just subscribe to a specific package and you get professional services for that. So most industries are actually transforming and becoming or being offered in the industry as a service model. The next is, okay, how do I build my capital? How do I take these services that I used to sell perpetually or transactionally and now make them available as a service? That's a transformation, some thinking and discussion and internal maybe workshops within the business to happen, so that you can say, what I used to sell as, here is a package that I ship, here is a box that I ship to the customer basically